A typical fall day today, some rain, cooler temps, and lots of vibrant colors. I really enjoyed driving through Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Iowa to see all of them. But Greg, we do have a lot of wind. Hopefully, the leaves won't blow away too quickly.
Well, we certainly got some chilly conditions here for at least the next day, and then more sunshine towards the later half of this work week. But temperatures today, we didn't really get much above mid-40s. That's about what you would expect in early November type weather too with these conditions, along with some breeze out there. That means apparent temperatures at times were actually in the upper 30s too. So far we just got really light rain has kind of hugged the Mississippi River, a little bit less either side of it. This has continued to push from northwest to southeast. There's your current temperatures. We kind of zoom in, as I mentioned, got a little bit of activity Eau Claire, but a lot of it now is pushed off to the west. These are the current wind speeds. We're still going to see these winds fairly good this evening. Actually, they might come up a little bit too. Further south, there's a little bit of light rain, gusty winds. These are gusts now in the 20 to 25. Excuse me, these are sustained winds. And then further south, you can see the wet conditions mainly to the west of the river, although we're seeing occasional light rain further east of that and further south. This is where a lot of the activity continues to persist into Crawford County too. There's your Lansing Bridge. So we're going to see that this evening. That's not going to change too much. Big picture shows really circulating around this really deep low for this time of year. Basically, the system has pushed east. We got little disturbances rotating through around. That's what's providing the showers, and it's going to stick around here for at least Wednesday to keep the winds going. So this evening too, as I mentioned, most of the activity will start to kind of come scattered and more centered along and east of I-94, but still there's an opportunity to see some precipitation all the way through really to about 10, 11, even midnight too. As you can see, there's still some activity, and this is very light precipitation, so temperatures continue to fall back into the 40s. Cloud cover persists. We might have a few areas west of the river wake up in the upper 30s, but all in all, it's going to be a cloudy start to your Wednesday. Not in the way too much of precipitation. We will see some shower activity tomorrow, but I think a lot of it will be along and east of I-94, so most areas will remain dry. Cloud cover persists. Temperatures not going to move too much, maybe a degree or two warmer. You can see by 1 to 2 a.m. or 2 p.m. we're still in the upper 40s, might get 50. And notice west of the river too towards Rochester, those areas might see a little bit afternoon sunshine to boost that temperature up, but that won't really do too much to it. Then tomorrow evening we'll finally start seeing some of that cloud cover begin to push northeast. We'll start seeing a little bit less of that going into Wednesday night, which sets up a pretty cold, chilly going into Thursday morning. Wind speeds this evening, that could be 35 to 40 in some of the higher elevations. It won't persist too long until we get to about midnight. There, as you wake up tomorrow morning, those gusts in the 25 to 30 out of the west-northwest direction. And throughout tomorrow, it's going to be kind of the same thing. We won't see really decreasing gusts until we get to late in the afternoon, when we'll finally see those more in kind of the 20 to 25 and then lighter going into Thursday. As I mentioned, clear skies, light winds. We're going to get down enough of a wind and maybe some clouds to keep temps a little bit above freezing for, I think, a lot of areas. That's going to be a little bit different going into Friday, but Thursday's highs a little bit better. 50s, light winds, more sunshine. Unfortunately, going into Friday morning, that's when I think a lot of areas with light winds are going to get back into the 20s. So if you haven't seen a frost or a freeze, you're likely going to see that going into Friday morning pretty much. And then the good news for Saturday, going into Friday's highs, pretty seasonable and nice. That's good news for the end of the week, and even nice for Saturday too. So we got to get through the next couple days here to see conditions finally improve a little bit to get to near 60 for the weekend. And then we got a pretty large system coming next week that poses more rain chance and a lot more wind coming with it too. So wow. Tomorrow's definitely going to be kind of chilly, but then we do have some room for improvement come Thursday and Friday, which is nice.
Yeah, it was such a contrast today from this past weekend. My mother and brother were in town from Texas, and then we didn't have to pull out our jackets at all. I was like, guys, I don't know if this is normal, but then today they felt it on the way to the airport.
Yeah. It's definitely feeling like November, end of October right now.
Yeah, I like it though.